if you're determined to get something for your purpose, for your work, for your benefit, there is no force in this entire universe which can stop you. Welcome ladies and gentlemen to my channel Siddharth World, and you're watching broadcast stream for the comparison between a proprietary software and an open source software. What are the benefits that you get of using an open source software as compared to a proprietary software? And if any one of you who has a little bit of technical ability or can leverage on the technical expertise from other people by hiring someone as a freelancer who can customize, who can develop the application for you, and that is a golden opportunity for you. First of all, hey guys, welcome back to my channel again, and we were discussing about proprietary software versus open source software. Now let's understand what is an open source software and what is a proprietary software. An open source software is something which is openly available, free of download. People can use that software for their purpose, and it can be customized, it can be redistributed based on its license agreement term. Now that means you can download any open source software whose source code is publicly available, software to use which has been developed and modified by hundreds of developers, hundreds of thousands of lakhs of developers across the globe. Or what you can do is you can download the source code available. You can have your own development team who can understand the code, who can read the code, and they can find what things to be modified, what new features to be implemented, and based on that you can implement as per your organization requirement or as per your personal requirement, and you can either redistribute a copy or you can do that. Well, that's absolutely free to that. Let's talk about proprietary software. Now, a proprietary software is something where you have to pay a certain amount of fees, licensing fees to that or developer or to the owner or to the proprietor of that software, whether it is like any XYZ organization for whose application software you're buying and you're utilizing and you are implementing in your organization in your day-to-day working. Now, what happens when you do that? For open source or proprietary software, say for example you're using any office application or any database application or anything, it's not that you only have the proprietary software and nothing else is available. So why the dependency or the reliability or the trust should be given more to our open source software rather than going with a proprietary software, and why you should focus more on utilizing more alternative to proprietary softwares that you feel like using and paying, and not paying that sum of money for the licensing agreement and all that. Now it's very interesting to understand this, viewers. Let me give you a perspective. Say an open source software, any word processing software, all you need is a word document where you can type your letters, your emails, or your discussions, or your drafts and everything. You need a spreadsheet application where you can do all your calculations and rough numerical data and analytics and all. You need a presentation software where you can prepare some presentations and you can give it. Now the ideological thing is you have so many options. You don't have only one proprietary option that, oh okay, I have only this one vendor, I will use it, rather I don't go for other vendors. No, there are certain applications which are accessible online where you don't have to pay any licensing fee, anything to the proprietor, and you can have a copy back in your system, in your local drive, and you can utilize at any given point of time. Other ways is you will have to pay a licensing subscription and buy it from them either in monthly, quarterly, half yearly, annually, and utilize it. So generally what happens is subscription fees drives between monthly or annually and biannual, whatever it is, the subscription that you pick and however you utilize it. And then you will say, okay, so then what's the biggest advantage? The biggest advantage of utilizing or using a free and open source software is you have the right to customize it based on the usage that you believe is needed, or rather say you are an individual developer and you are a programming enthusiast, you know the languages that is being used in that particular software development, and you feel there are certain features which are missing on that particular script, or you say the features that you expect should be there in an office application is not there. So what happens then? You say, okay, it's not there, why should I use? And you will say, I have a better alternative, I have a proprietary software which gives me all that features. Yes, it gives you that features, but a proprietary software tells you, or rather provides you, what they feel is compatible and combine those features into one and give it to you. Which means the code is restricted, you cannot see the source code, you cannot see the application development code, you can only pay and get a copy of that and you install, and whatever the features it is available, you will have to use that, whether you like it or you don't like it. Now certain times what happen, you feel, oh, this feature is missing, that feature is missing, so what you do, you post out something, you tell them that these features I expected or these features I expected, and they say, okay, we are working on it and we will give you a release on that. But by the time you get that release, you might have lost the interest, or you might have gone to some other level. So what open source does in this case is, open source tells you, look, I'm open to you, you have the whole code in front of you and you know what features to add, go and modify. That's it. Go, if you know the whole script, you know whole coding of the programming, or you know whole software or code from beginning to end, what features are available, what not, and you know whatever has to be added, whatever features that you think needed in a word processing software or in word application, involve those features. Then create a package, and then if you feel like redistribute, either it is free or you want a nominal charge because you are developing self, so you can reward yourself, or if you feel that people should be using that application in a commercial level, you can increase that also. You can provide free, you can provide commercially also. So the ideology is very simple. You are giving that software to people for benefit. Now that means you have the whole control of the application, the things that you want to add, you can add it on real time, you can test it, you can rigorously test it, and then you can re-release it to the people, and you can go and post it on the community saying these were the features that were missing and this is the feature that you released, and you can give a copy to few of your friends. Probably if you are into computer science department, try giving them and telling them to explore and give you the feedback, what are the bugs and issues they are getting into. Now that one way you will be more beneficial and you will be more understanding and capacitable, and you will be like reliable and trustworthy, and people will take further that things, and it's not restricted that okay, you added the features and then now you can keep quiet and you can use. As long as you keep on adding features, you can keep on releasing the updates and packages and to people, and it depends on your frequency at how fast you are doing and how fast you are releasing the packages. So that is the flexibility that you get in an open source, where you don't get it in a proprietary software. Now, if you compare a simple comparison of open source software versus proprietary software, are very simple. Open source software, from the name itself, which says it is openly available to you with the source code and everything, whereas proprietary software comes into picture where the software is available to download, to use, to buy a licensing agreement, but you don't have the control over the code, you don't have the control over the changes that you would like to make, rather than depending on the developer or the proprietor who has developed that software, organization who has developed that software, until they release a patch. Second thing, you have the control over real-time data, and you can change, you can redistribute, you can do that, whereas proprietary, you are legally bounded by you only getting one license and using it in your one system. You cannot take your application to anything, whereas open source gives you a benefit of installing multiple copies of the application that you have downloaded or the application which you have modified with the bugs and fixes and your required packages and updates and features, and you can install in any number of devices without any restriction, as long as you as a modifier does not put a restriction on it at like how you can do, or one license you can buy, or you can buy multiple license, or you can freely redistribute. In all, if you combine and if you compare, open source gives you a lot of benefit, a lot of features and a lot of space to bring back your creativity into an application platform and develop an application rather than being dependent on somebody. So rather than being focused on somebody else's product and paying huge sell of money to get the license just to use that features, you can use this field of creativity. You can have a developers team, or you can have a small team of friends who are very good in development and they know all these things. You can ask them to customize it for you. You can involve as many features as much possible, and you can make it a complete wholesome package that people might be looking, and then later you can monetize it and you can redistribute it. You can get the copy, but the team which is developing it will not give you so many features. The reason is because it's an open source community, and the community does it from the passion point of view, from the hobby point of view, rather than they do it from the professional point of view. They love to take this application forward. That's why you see the difference and the frequency of updates are very low. So when you work on a particular application regularly, the frequency of uploads and updates increases. So that is how you should be focusing more on open source software rather than proprietary, because open source saves a lot of money for you, whereas proprietary charges a lot of money to you. So that concludes the whole thing. Well, I hope you have understood the difference and the comparison between an open source software and a proprietary software, and why did we talk this. Now, to give you a certain example, open source softwares list available is like you have LibreOffice, you have OpenOffice, you have Apache OpenOffice. So these are like some of the free softwares that is available with source code. Now you say certain applications that you want without a subscription, without a licensing fee, you can use Microsoft Online. You can sign in to Microsoft Online, and you can you can use all the applications that is available with Microsoft Office. Or the alternative is you can use Google. You can download Google Slides, Google Docs, Google PPTX to create that same Excel, PowerPoint, Word application, but it's all on the cloud platform, and Google doesn't charge you. But what happens is Google doesn't charge you, but all your data will be in the Google Drive or in other cloud storage. So the data is not in your control, neither the application is in your control. When Google updates a features, it automatically updates because it's cloud application. It's quite faster to update. The same thing when it is an open source software, you have the rights to release the updates, release the changes, try putting a lot of trial and error, a lot of games you can play, a lot of things you can do. You can play around with the code and understand what works better, what does not, and that will give you a greater moment of satisfaction because the software is yours, the data is secured in your server or in your database, and it is reliable and efficient rather than being shared your data with others where people can see your data. So you can develop your own applications with a little bit of knowledge and development and software skills and coding skills and that. So I hope this informative topic of difference between open source and proprietary software was understandable and clear. I promise you, next video I will put that slides, I will put a self-disclamatory explaining video into your systems, whereby you can find how things are opened, how you can open. You can use any browser to open online applications like Microsoft Online or Google Slides and Google Docs and Google PPT, and you can work, and where you have left you can start working back on your phone as long as your accounts are in sync. So that concludes today's blog, and so far all those who are watching the video and not giving a like, please like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please go down right now and press the red subscribe button. Pressing the subscribe button does not cost you any money. Don't be in a theft of mind that, oh, if I subscribe I have to pay. No, you don't have to pay a single penny to me, neither to Google, neither to YouTube. You just go and press the subscribe button, and next to the subscribe button, the red color subscribe button which is written subscribe, once you press, next to that button there is a bell icon. Click on the bell icon, and when you click there is a pop-up opens and it says all, personalized and custom. Select all, so that as long as we post a video, we post a topic, we post a blog, it will be pop up to you and you can watch faster and other. And yes, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon, like the video, leave your comments on the comment section if you have any discrepancy. In the next blog I am going to show you on a live demonstration how you can do this and how you can open and how you can work without paying any money to a proprietary software. And whatever the work you have done, you can download a copy immediately to your local system to work further on any possible word application systems. So I thank you all for watching this blog. Before leaving, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and leave your comments below. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike the video, dislike it, but mention the comment if you have liked, why you like the video. If you don't like, why you did not like the video. And if I have gone too fast, mention that also in the comment that I was too fast, so that I will reduce on my speed. You let me know what speed you want me to tell you, and more such topics will be coming to you every possible day, every day, morning to evening, maybe one blog, maybe two blogs. But we are not committing, I am not committing like other channels were telling 2 videos every day means 2 videos. No, we try to post as many videos as possible between Monday to Friday, as it is also working. Where I am working, don't ask me, I won't tell you the one right now. When the time comes I will tell you, but otherwise it is a very big thing that once I finish the work, I do a blog, record it, edit immediately, post it to you and make that workable. Second most important thing is Saturday, Sunday you will get multiple videos, multiple live streams and all informations, and all are very efficient and beneficial. So you cannot afford to miss. Monday to Sunday you will get all such videos and everything is informative. And please do like the video, subscribe the channel, like it, hate it, mention everything in the comment, and mention that new upcoming topics that you want to learn and you want me to make that video for you. And I would love to, and if anyone wants to associate with me, go check out the YouTube description page. You will find all the descriptions, you will find the video. I will also put the link to the video where I did about the LibreOffice, how you can use and why LibreOffice is so beneficial. Do check out that video also. If you will find the link in the description and all that. And yes, if you want to know what gear and content what setup I am using, I will mention that also in the description. And if you want to contact me, you can contact me on my email. I will mention the email address also. I will mention the WhatsApp number also. You can easily associate with me. You can record, you can update, you can learn so many things, and you can also be beneficial of it. Thank you very much for watching. See you until the next blog. Thank you, bye bye, namaskar, and do whatever you want to do, my friends. Stay safe and stay at home. Thank you very much.